One of the first things we do when the ship is dry and lying properly on the blocks is that we wash all surfaces of the hull with the fresh water in order to remove all marine growth like algae, and we basically prepare it then for painting. But before we paint, some surfaces, especially those who are affected by corrosion, we sandblast this area so that they are all clean from any materials, that it's blank steel, and then we start actually painting the ship. We used several hundred liters of paint for the ship's hull, and the paint is a protection film for the hull itself in order to prevent further corrosion. The outcome of this is actually that the hull is very smooth and the speed in the water increases by almost a knot after we've been in dry dock, and there's a tremendous reduction in fuel consumption.
We also do maintenance on the anchor and the anchor chain. On the port side there is 317 meters of anchor with a total weight of 38 tons. On the starboard side is 289 meters with a total weight of 35 tons. The anchor itself is almost 7 tons, exactly 6,825 kilo. When we take the anchor and the anchor chain down on the dry dock, we also take the opportunity to clean the chain box where the chain is stored under normal operation. We also mark the chain each 28 meters. So when we are doing anchoring operation, we all know how much chain which is on board and how much we have let go out with the anchor.
When it comes to the propellers, this was basically just routine maintenance, meaning that we lifted off all the blades and changed the root seals. These root seals are basically just big rubber O-rings to prevent the water from penetrating into the internal parts. We did the same thing on the bow thrusters, and on the stern thruster we did a complete overhaul. We also had new rope cutters fitted, and this will help us to avoid any ropes getting stuck in around the propellers. We also renewed the outer propeller stern tube seals, so the water doesn't go into the stern tube itself, which is filled with oil.
We changed some of the teak decking on deck 11. We added new teak around the jacuzzi and around the main pool. In addition, we added new tiles on the bathrooms, and that's basically what we've done when it comes to teak work on board. We changed all the bolete on deck 12, which is the synthetic material which has been here from day one, but we changed it to a different type, which have a more smooth surface. And also, as you can see, some of bullet on all the way aft have a form like teak decking, but it's actually artificial teak. It's the same bullet type. We removed the aft putting green in order to make space for the new barley beds. New decking was installed. Looks like a teak decking. In addition to the double barley beds, the seating group was also installed on each side and the waiter stand in the middle. A lot of furniture was changed, mainly the balcony furniture and outdoor furniture on deck 11. This process started already before we went to dry dock and continuing even after we left dry dock. We changed all balcony furniture until the new Tri-Comfort. We covering all public area with plastic or plywood or other protectional materials so we can protect the ship's interior from workers moving forth and back, and also when we are moving new equipment in and out. Like in corridors, it's always covered with plastic to protect the carpet, and on open deck we protect the teak deck so we don't make damage to the teak deck when we are moving things forth and back.
Electrical work and cable pulling in dry dock. Was a lot of cables drawn for the new CCTV cameras and also for the new Seakeeper system. Was also installed a couple of other things around the ship which involve cable pulling.
During the dry dock, we changed 2,200 square meters of carpet on board, which is almost 3,000 square yards. It was basically public areas on deck 5 and landing areas on the corridors. We also changed some of the underlay, but as the underlay was still in good condition from last time, not all of this was changed. During dry dock, a number of crew members are dedicated to security duties only. This means that they go 8 hours duties. So we have a full security system, 24 hours a day, and their duty is of course to make sure that no one go into the apartments or that anything is removed from the ship in the containers, garbage containers, or by yard workers in and out from the ship.